Dobar dan i dobrodošli u još jednu epizodu. Ja sam Tamara, mi smo u Beogradu, a današnja epizoda za mene bit će veoma posebna. Zapravo, moj gost je bio u Beogradu već nekoliko puta, iako je po poreklu Italijan i možda vi znate o kome se radi. U pitanju je moj budući muž Filipo. Filipo je bio u Beogradu, rekla bih, jučer mi je rekao 20 puta, ali mislim da to nije tačna informacija. Rekla bih da je bio možda 7-8 puta u Beogradu. Pokazala sam mu svašta od naše kulture, ali mislim da ovo mesto na kom se nalazimo, kraljevski kompleks Karađorđevića, krije posebnu istoriju i ono što je usko vezano za njegovu profesiju, s obzirom da se Filipo bavi modom i umetnosti, mislim da će mu ovo mesto biti veoma zanimljivo. Nisam mu previše otkrivala šta će danas videti, ali mislim da će biti veoma zanimljivo.
Dobar dan svima. I'm so happy. I just arrived in Belgrade and I am on my way to see the best part of me, which is Tamara. And I'm so proud of being part of her beautiful and successful TV show. So she's taking me somewhere, which to be honest, I don't know. And I'm very, very excited. I mean, I know something, but you will see. And I'm really happy to be. I love Belgrade and I love Tamara, so, you know, that's the best mix. She's taking me somewhere. Oh, wow, I'm seeing something I really like already. And I guess we'll see you later. Bye.
Svi ste čuli za Beli dvor, ali on je samo deo mnogo šireg kraljevskog kompleksa koji obuhvata nekoliko veličanstvenih zdanja. Danas ćemo imati priliku da zavirimo u prelepi kraljevski dvor, gde će nas dočekati njegovo kraljevsko visočanstvo, prestolonaslednik Aleksandar, starešina dinastije Karađorđević. Welcome.
Welcome.
So nice to have you here.
Oh, wow, this is so beautiful.
Do you like it?
Wow.
This is only the beginning. So get ready because we're gonna have a really, really fun experience.
This is really beautiful.
Let's get going.
After you.
Thank you. Wow, this is really spectacular.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Are you ready?
I am.
I've never actually been inside here.
Tamara.
Tamara, drago mi je.
Also nice to meet you, Uroš.
Pleased to meet you, Filippo.
Nice to meet you, Filippo. Welcome to the Royal Palace.
Thank you.
First question would be, are you amazed with what you see here?
It is beautiful.
This is the Royal Palace of Serbia. We are now at the entrance hall of the Royal Palace. The Royal Palace was built between 1924 and 1929 by King Alexander I Karađorđević. And he is the one who put his personal stamp on this place. After World War I, he was the most eligible bachelor in Europe among royals. And he got married to a beautiful princess, Princess Maria of Romania. So the king wanted to create a private place for his family. And he first purchased the first plot of land here in Dedinje, on the highest hill of Dedinje, and started building his home. So this is it. This is the home of the Royal Palace. And now you will be received by our host, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Alexander.
Excellent. Wow. So it's reaching 100 years.
Exactly 100 years since the started building.
Wow.
You're basically going through a standard protocol we have at this place, and now you will meet our host, His Royal Highness Crown Prince Alexander.
Good morning. Welcome.
Your Royal
Nice to see
Highness,
you.
how do you do?
Morning. Thank you for coming.
Very nice to meet you.
Please come and sit.
Thank you. Thank you so much for welcoming us.
Thank you for coming. It's nice to see you.
It's such an honor, you know, to be here with the son of the king.
Thank you.
And it's so beautiful. I think this is one of the most cleanest looking palaces I've ever been to. So big compliments.
How many rooms do you have in the building, in the palace?
Oh my goodness, I don't know, I haven't counted them, but not that many. It's rather like a Southern American mansion from the southern states, or sort of Southampton, Long Island, or Palm Springs, Florida. So we compete in size there, but we call it a palace.
And do you have a favorite room?
The favorite room is actually where I watch TV. But there are many rooms. The most spectacular one is the basement. That is beautiful.
What I find it hard to understand when we see a palace like this, and it's something that I told to Filippo before we entered, you see this beautiful, like I think a kind of Byzantine, Serbian style building. But then like it's hard to imagine a television in a room or like a modern, let's say like a treadmill, you know? It would be very difficult to imagine. You have one, that's it's very difficult to imagine kind of how you can mix the two worlds. The modern that we need kind of for everyday living and the piece of art that we have in front of our eyes right now.
You're all right, you're right. Well, the art, a lot of it existed when we came here 23 years ago. But unfortunately, a lot of art was stolen during the occupation, German occupation. And during the communist era, it was also distributed. And it was created or bought by my grandfather, who loved art. And he invested in 3 gold mines. And the income paid for all this art. And he paid for schools, he paid for hospitals. It was amazing what he did for the country. And he built these 2 palaces. We have this one where we're in now, the Royal Palace, and he built the other one, the White Palace. You talked about Byzantine style. This one is sort of Byzantine style. The other one's sort of classic, very serious classic. I like this one.
It's beautiful. I can see why. Definitely can see why.
It's got charm.
And you mentioned also art. I think it's very beautiful that as a country we can have, thanks to your family, these specific, I heard you have some Rembrandt, Monet, Poussin, like there's
no,
some...
No Impressionists, no Impressionists, no. I'd like to have some Impressionists there. But we do have classic Italian and classic French, yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and we're very lucky to have that.
Which Italians do you have?
Oh, we have Palma Vecchio. We have the other 2 there. I'm trying to remember the name. We have some more. We have this one opposite. Not that many, but we do have. And the Palma Vecchio is a beautiful one. It's in the room over there. And it was restored by the Italian government. And the frame was restored too. They did a fantastic job.
Well, there we go. Some more connections between Serbia and Italy.
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh, there's a lot. There is a lot. And France, of course, yeah.
We were also briefly mentioning actually the connections between the Serbian royal family and Italian royal family just before.
Yeah.
Because we found out that there were some connections.
Well, the closest connection is really the son of Prince Paul, who was the regent when my father became king at the age of 11. His son married Maria Pia, the daughter of King Umberto.
You know, Italians we are everywhere.
Everywhere.
Of course. Everywhere.
Good one.
But
and very good food, too.
Yeah.
I love it.
I must say, I'm a fan of Serbian food.
We eat too much meat.
I know, but a good one.
Yeah.
So, you know, sometimes you can have a lot of meat, but not that tasty. Last night, we arrived at midnight and I'm a cevapcici fan.
Oh, yeah. When it's good, it's good.
Honestly, I was like, wow, wow. I'm really a fan of it. But yeah, it's incredible because these places, these palaces, not intimidating at all. You know, usually when you come to this big palace, you always feel a little bit like kind of uncomfortable.
Yes.
But it's very friendly, I guess, because of you. But
Thank
you. Really, really nice.
We try and be friendly, welcome everybody.
Nobody's, I mean, he's succeeding, obviously.
When we first
really
arrived here, there were boats that started going up and down the Danube, and they wouldn't stop. They would go from Hungary to Romania or the reverse, and they wouldn't stop in Belgrade. So I thought, that's pretty bad. So I wrote to the companies, and there were many American ones in New Orleans and places like that. And I wrote, you have nothing to worry about. We don't have any contagious diseases. Please come and stop. And they started stopping. Now we have every week many boat tours from the Danube, and it's spectacular. 100 a time.
That was my next question. How many visitors do you have?
Oh.
Per week, let's say, or?
Per year, about 50, 60,000 at least.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And we have also a connection to the tourist organization of Belgrade. They come with tours in Serbian and in English. And then we have little agencies that bring people here from America, from France, from Germany. So it's pretty active. Yeah.
Well, and that's important because it's a very important part of the history of, you know, of this country.
Yeah, now they feel more comfortable to talk about it because they realize history is important. And history was cleansed during the communist years.
Yeah, of course, it wasn't allowed.
Rubbish they wrote, yes. So we're happy to tell the truth.
And it's, you know, a big responsibility you have of spreading what your family did, you know, which, as you just said, it wasn't allowed back in the days. No. I guess that's why you came here 23 years ago, to bring back all the heritage of your family.
The thing is how one got back, not because I was the son of King Peter, but this country wasn't getting anywhere. It was in a bad condition. There were terrible wars of succession, people losing their lives, thousands of refugees, total madness. By the way, you have madness nowadays, as you know. But there was madness in the 1990s. So after the American bombing, which was really appalling, I didn't see democracy moving forward at all. So I thought maybe the best way was to write using email. There was no social media then, so it was email. Send an email to the opposition leaders, you will turn up in Budapest to discuss the future of the country. And they turned up. That was in November 1999. That was the first meeting, and it was successful. Then the next one was in Greece. The Greek government helped me. They got a hotel, and we got everybody there. It was 3-4 days long. And we moved these characters from one living room to another to make friends and discuss how do you handle moving forward, because we're going to take elections, have elections in September 2000. So they had to keep together. So they discussed that and that. Then the next one was Kennedy School of Government at Harvard, and they came up with brilliant ideas. They were really good people. And the elections took place in September 2000. And then on the 5th of October 2000, the regime capitulated, and the new government took over, and that was Zoran Đinđić, who became the prime minister. And he called me up saying, come back, thank you so much for putting us together. I'm waiting for you. That's how we got back.
Wow. Oh, that's impressive. Are you writing a book about it?
We're working on a kind of a documentary, filming people who can contribute, but a lot of people are still alive, so I have to be careful what I tell them about it. I'd like to say some things, you know.
This would definitely be an interesting also documentary, I think.
I know,
it is like a documentary, you're right.
Yeah, this is, I would love to watch it.
Yeah, we're working on it at the moment. It should be ready by next year, yeah.
Nice, we got the first information,
I know,
right at the source. Great. I mean, it would be almost impossible to be Serbian without a little bit of a difficult history, I think.
We have a lot of history here, too much history.
Yeah.
You know, we were the middle of two civilizations, that is the Ottoman Empire and the Austrian Empire. Yeah. So we're the crossroads now.
Yeah, in the middle of...
And they left very late in history. So we didn't have much time to bind our democratic institutions, mainly because of fascism, World Depression, Second World War, Civil War during the Second World War, communist years, and then total madness of the 1990s.
You know, this country, back in the days, he was, I mean, I'm Italian. For us, I mean, it's a very, difficult topic, but I think that Yugoslavia was one of the most powerful and beautiful and incredible country in the world back in the days. I know it's one of the biggest, but it's true. In every single way, in sport, in soccer, in politics, in everything. It was...
impactful.
Yugoslavia was big, you know? So,
yes, it was like a small European Union.
Absolutely.
And the point is, it was a brilliant idea because everybody lived under one roof, all religions, all ethnic groups, until crazy negative nationalists came along and messed it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. The best solution was the Russians, the Soviet Union, Gulag. I'm being very blunt. But it was a great country. We were a great country, even during the communist era.
No, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah. But we're lucky. We've been invited to Slovenia, to Croatia, Bosnia. We get on with everybody. We must make friends, former Yugoslavia, domestically and internationally, and project ourselves.
Look, Your Highness, I mean, I love Serbia because, you know.
Thank you.
I'm in love with Tamara, so
That's
of course
great.
that comes naturally. But I've been to Montenegro, had the best time. Love Croatia. You have the most beautiful islands. I went to Lusin, Cres. I've been to Incoronate Island. Honestly, I think that they're one of the most beautiful places in the world. The food is amazing. The people are super friendly.
Very.
I mean, it's really... The only place I haven't been is in Bosnia-Herzegovina. I haven't been.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Macedonia, I think.
And Macedonia, I haven't been.
Oh, yeah.
And I have a lot of friends, they all love. Croatia is easiest to go because the
coast
sea
is amazing.
It's beautiful, and you know, for Italians, it's like...
Yes.
It's really... from Venice, it's 2 hours drive, you know?
That's right.
But all my friends, they all come to Croatia for holidays because it's really beautiful islands, it's beautiful food, beautiful people.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that under the touristic aspect, you have nothing to, how do you say, invidiare?
Envy.
Envy.
Envy. Sorry, my English sometimes can be
Your English is very
a
good.
bit tricky. But you have nothing to envy to anyone else.
And I think it's a very nice message of love that we can send also to like the former republics.
Yes.
And it's very important, the message of love that you're as well sharing as well today.
And also, you know, Belgrade is such an incredible city.
Coming back to what you said, Tamara, we need each other, economically and friendly.
Absolutely.
And we must cut out the negative side.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, the media loves writing negative rubbish. But we need each other.
Exactly. It's actually on off tangent a little bit.
Yes.
We once upon a time, we met a man who invented a smiley. You know the smiley face?
Yeah. In Paris.
We met him and we asked him, so what do you mean you invented a smiley? And he said that during the Second World War, all the media just wanted to write like negative news. And he spoke to his editor, and he was a journalist, and he said, how about we write positive news on the cover? And the editor said, but this will never sell. Nobody wants the positive news. So he got like a small little article where he would put a smiley face and write some positive news. And it
and it was the easiest, it was like, how do you say, a red ship. Because when you read the magazine and you see a little smile, you straight go there because you don't expect that, you know? But you're right, the news are... You know, it's every time is like that.
But now tourism has really come up. Economically, we are moving ahead too. So things are getting better. Of course, you have the usual political arguments and things like that, but things are improving bit by bit.
Excellent.
And the airport's new.
New airport.
You have to walk a mile.
We arrived last night, and it was the first time I see the new airport. Beautiful. No, everything, and Belgrade is beautiful. I always tell Tamara, you know, the East Europe, it's all, you know, I just came back. I was in Uzbekistan 2 days ago.
Ooh.
And a beautiful country. I went to Samarkand, you know, beautiful, beautiful. But there is always this, not in Uzbekistan, but usually if you go to Prague, if you go to Vienna, there is always that little melancholic side of it. I guess coming from the communists, you know, there is always this, but when you come to Belgrade, it's like you mentioned before, you've been in South America. For me, Belgrade there is nothing sad in Belgrade. People are super I mean, you guys party a lot here.
Belgrade is a big party.
Belgrade is like a big... so you expect to come in ex-communism country, and, you know, my first time in Belgrade, unfortunately, it was 3 years ago because of you. Nobody ever told me go to Belgrade when I was 20, because it's a funny place. You can have fun, there are beautiful people, beautiful clubs. For me, Belgrade was just one city that belongs to an ex-communism country. And then you come here and you feel like, wow, but this is Rio de Janeiro, you know? And I have a feeling, I've been around, I've been to Prague, I've been to Vienna, I've been to a lot of, you know, to Russia, but I think I've never been in such a happy place.
Good.
Coming from that sadness, you know, can I say that, you know, in the history?
War. Yeah,
coming from
times.
A war, you know, 1991, this place was a disaster.
Terrible.
And you guys put everything back together. I don't know politically, but I'm talking about in the spirit.
So...
And it's like, you know, nothing happened because you all the Serbians, they're all very close to our history, you know? They all know the history, they all know what happened, they all know, they're very attached to your history. But it's a very, very happy place. That's what
we're good, what we call domaćin. We're good people receiving, open door to everybody. We welcome everybody. It's very warm. That's a tradition, a Serbian tradition, which is wonderful.
But again, it's not easy coming from the place you're coming from, you know. And everybody's so friendly and so. And honestly, I'm saying it not because my future wife is Serbian, but because I really feel, you know, it's like a Latin city to me, which is so weird / fascinating because you don't expect to be Belgrade, a Latin city, no?
Well, on to the positive note now.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what else we can get fascinated by on this property.
Yeah. Let's see, I want to see the TV room. Because now I got excited.
Dok završavamo naš razgovor sa prestolonaslednikom Aleksandrom Karađorđevićem, želim da mu se zahvalim na gostoprimstvu i otvorenosti tokom ovog susreta. Nadamo se da ste uživali u našem današnjem razgovoru. Ne propustite sljedeću emisiju za 7 dana kada ćemo po prvi put zajedno obići ceo kraljevski kompleks. U ovom jedinstvenom putovanju kroz nasleđe srpske kraljevske porodice pridružit će mi se i moj verenik Filipo. Vidimo se za 7 dana u isto vreme i na istom mestu.